Yo, I can't believe we just beat the warden.
I know, right? It was so hard.
It was so funny how it was focused only on you.
That's not funny at all.
Oh shoot, it's getting late. I'm gonna log off now. See you later.
Alright, see you.
Guess I should log off too. Having friends is easily one of the most important social needs a person has. But when you really think about it, what actually is a friend? Is it just someone you talk to sometimes? Someone you sit next to at school? Someone who messages you or plays with games with? I think it's more than that. Friends are people who slowly become part of your life, not just during big moments, but during the random days, the stupid jokes, the late night conversations, the times where you're not really doing anything important, but somehow it still becomes a memory you look back on years later. A friend is someone you can talk to when something goes good in your life, but they're also a person you can talk to when something goes wrong. Because everyone has those moments where things feel heavy. Maybe you're stressed, maybe something didn't go the way you wanted, or maybe you just feel stuck for a while. And sometimes you don't even need someone to fix that problem. You just need someone to be there. I remember once I was having one of those weeks where everything felt frustrating. Nothing major had happened, but everything just felt slightly off. You know, those weeks where every little thing annoys you? Then one of my friends randomly messaged me and asked if I wanted to play a game for a bit. We didn't talk about anything serious. We didn't solve any big life problems. We just joked around and laughed about random things. But by the time we stopped playing, I actually felt better. And it had me realize something. Sometimes friends don't need to solve your problems. Sometimes just knowing someone is there is enough. In a way, life is kind of like a Minecraft world. When you first spawn in, you're alone. You start looking around, trying to understand the world, gathering resources, building things, and exploring new places. You can technically play the whole game by yourself, but anyone who has played Minecraft knows something. The game is way more fun when you're playing it with other people, when you're exploring caves together, when one person finds diamonds and everyone gets excited, when someone accidentally falls into lava and the whole group starts laughing but tries to save their stuff for them. Those moments are chaotic, sometimes frustrating, but also some of the most funnest memories you could have. Friends make the experience better, and exploring life is a lot like exploring a cave. Sometimes you find amazing things, diamonds, even new discoveries like amethyst geodes. Other times, you run into creepers, skeletons, or dead ends. But when you're exploring with friends, those moments become shared experiences instead of problems you face alone. Some of the best memories people have aren't huge achievements, they're just moments with friends, laughing about something dumb, messing around doing something pointless, or talking late at night about random topics. Topics that somehow turn into deep conversations. Those little moments matter more than people realize. But just like in Minecraft, not every player you meet is someone you should trust. Sometimes you join a multiplayer server and meet someone who seems friendly at first. They help gather you resources, they explore with you, they seem like a good guy. But then maybe they are starting to do things that make the experience worse. Maybe they start destroying builds that other people worked hard on. Maybe they steal items from chests. Maybe they keep causing problems and then they say they were just joking around. Eventually, you realize something. Not everyone playing with you is actually helping your world grow. Some people are just causing damage. And the same thing can happen in real life friendships. A true friend respects you. They want you to succeed. They want you to feel comfortable being yourself. They don't constantly try to bring you down just to make themselves look better. But sometimes people stay around others for the wrong reasons. Sometimes they want something from you. Sometimes they just feel like they don't have anyone else to talk to. And sometimes things start small. Maybe it begins with jokes. You know how friend groups are. Teasing each other, that's normal. A lot of friends are built around humor. But sometimes those jokes slowly stop feeling like jokes. Instead of laughing with you, someone starts laughing at you. They bring up things about you again and again and again. And when you say something about it, they respond with something like, relax, it's just a joke. But if it's something that hurts you over and over again, it stops feeling like a joke. Words have power, and being around the wrong people for too long can slowly change you. There's an idea that says you become a little like the people you spend the most time around. If you're always around people who complain, criticize others, or treat people badly, eventually that behavior can start to rub off on you. It's like when someone joins a Minecraft server and starts griefing everything. At first, maybe it's just one small thing, then another, and eventually the entire world starts to look worse because of it. That's why the people you surround yourself with matters so much. But friendships aren't perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. We all say things we regret sometimes. We all misunderstand each other sometimes. So when something goes wrong in a friendship, the first solution shouldn't be to walk away. Sometimes it's better to try to fix things first. One way to approach situations like this is something I call QUEF. The first step is to confront them. Confrontation sounds scary, but it really just means being honest. It means telling people how you feel. A lot of people avoid confrontation because they don't want to make things awkward. But if you never say anything, the problem might never change. Sometimes people genuinely don't realize they're hurting someone. The second step is understanding. Once you've said how you feel, it's important to listen to others. Maybe they didn't realize the impact of what they were saying. Maybe they thought they were just joking. Understanding someone's perspective doesn't mean excusing bad behavior. It just means you're willing to listen. The third step is establish. This means setting boundaries. Let your friends know what you're okay with and what you're not okay with. Healthy friendships are meant to be built on mutual respect. If someone values your friendship, they'll try to respect those boundaries. And finally, forgiveness. Forgiveness is one of the most important parts of any relationship. People make mistakes. Friends argue sometimes. But strong friendships survive those moments because people learn from them and move forward. However, sometimes, even after all of that, the other person still refuses to change. And that's when things become more difficult. Because sometimes the healthiest choice is to slowly distance yourself from them. Letting go of a friendship can be really hard, but not every friendship is meant to last forever. People grow, people change. sometimes they grow in different directions. And protecting your own peace is important. If someone keeps bringing negativity in your life, sometimes the healthiest thing is to move forward. But friendships aren't only about avoiding the wrong people, they're about appreciating the right ones. The friends who encourage you, the friends who celebrate your successes, the friends who stand by you when things go wrong, friends who make life feel more lighter. Just like in Minecraft, building something amazing is easier and a lot more fun when you're building it with the right people. Life is like a big world of unknown paths, challenges, and discoveries. And having the right friends beside you makes the journey a lot more meaningful. My name is Orphanss, and that's my take on friends. I just want to say thank you to my friend Vic for volunteering to be part of this video. If you guys want to see more people in these type of videos, then just let me know. Thank you for watching.